Well, hello, my pretties. This is Shadow the Line Queen, and we are back with another episode of Pregnancy Movie Reviews. And today we are going to be reviewing a 1995 film, which this film, by the way, is like 30 years old, and it's called Father of the Bride Part 2. This one stars Steve Martin, Diane Keaton, Martin Short, and many other people that were involved in this film. So basically, for any of you guys who have seen the Father of the Bride series, well, this is a sequel to the 1991 film Father of the Bride, a remake of The Father's Life Divided End, which was a sequel to the original 1950 film. So basically, you know, this plot begins, 4 years after the events of the first film, where Annie tells her family that she is pregnant. So George narrates what he had to go through the 9 months of her pregnancy. So, he thinks, he's too young to be a grandfather. But however, though, it finds out not only that George's daughter is, you know, not only she is pregnant, but also his wife is pregnant as well, which is very surprisingly because, it's just really something that you don't usually see. Like, this is kind of, pretty much like the baby of the bride, bride series. So there was that. However, this one has Steve Martin in it, which he's a really great guy. I really like this dude. And when it comes to a lot of things going on, this film really has a lot to offer. And it's very surprising that, you know, um, that George's wife is pregnant, but his daughter is also pregnant as well. So it's honestly very surprising. So, of course, her it's just a really great film. So, you know, however, though, when it comes to a lot of stuff that is going on, however, Annie, who has a baby, has a boy named George, and Nina has a girl named Megan. So it's a very amazing film that is, just really perfect for, the 90s. Like, if you've watched this film, on VHS back in the 90s and 2000s, you probably have remembered seeing this movie. I remember when I first saw this movie, when I was a teen, and I really have to say, it's a great sequel to the Father of the Bride movie. This one is more of a comedy than the first one, but it's still a really great movie because you get to enjoy something that's pretty much like Baby of the Bride. Like if you've seen my movie review on that, you may get what I mean. So, this film is just a really great movie. Like, the daughter is pregnant at the same time as the mom. So it's actually shocking that we do get to see this in this film, but we also got to see it in another film called Baby of the Bride. So I really do have to say it's a really amazing movie. Like, the acting was amazing. Music was pretty good too. I also do like, the acting of the actors that did a great job with this film. It honestly really flies out. And I mean, there are trailers in that, and I think you can watch this movie. I think it's on Netflix, that you can also find this on Netflix, but I think you can also get this, on Amazon or eBay, the DVD. And I do recommend it. It's a really amazing sequel. It's a good film, and I personally really enjoyed it. I thought it was really neat and well done, and it's a pretty good, great film. Like, I remember seeing this film for the second time, well, not second time, but like the first time in a long time, and it was just fantastic. This film is just amazing. Like, it's just a really great film. So you could definitely say, if you've seen the first part of Father of the Bride, then you would really enjoy the second part. I know the second part is more like a comedy, but the first one was just as good. So I really do recommend this sequel if you've seen the first one. It's a really great film, and it's just flat out amazing. So I definitely do need to sit here and say you definitely got to watch this if you've not seen it. So I guess with that being the case, and with that being said, I'm just going to sit here and go with our score. But before that, I want to sit here and say is, the pregnancy is shown really well with the mom and the daughter. So you do get to see their pregnant bellies. I mean, I don't believe there's any beer belly scenes, as at least from what I remember personally. But I haven't watched this film in like a long time, so I wouldn't really know. But at the same time, I'm gonna have to watch this movie again because this is just a really great film. I personally really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really, really nice film. It's just really fantastic. So I definitely do need to sit here and say is the pregnancy is shown really well with tight clothing and stuff, which I really find it's just awesome that, it's not involving, anyone trying to hide the pregnancy or anything like that. Like I know there's a couple movies that do that, but in this film is definitely you definitely see it a lot in this film. And I just remember I got Baby of the Bride vibes when I watched this movie because Baby of the Bride I think came out in 1991 or something like that. But even then though, this film is just astonishing. Like, it's really fantastic that in Baby of the Bride you saw two pregnant women, like one's the mom and one's the daughter. But in this one, you do get the same thing, but the plot is very different compared to Baby of the Bride. So I definitely do have to sit here and say this movie is just fantastic. It's just awesome. It's really well done. It's a really amazing film. I personally really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well done. It was just a really great addition. I personally really loved this. So I guess with that being said, I think we should go off with our score. And that was Father of the Bride Part 2. It gets 9 out of 10 stars. 9 out of 10 stars. Overall, this film is just flat out fantastic. I personally really found a lot of enjoyability with this. It's just a really, really amazing film. I mean, it's really good. I personally really enjoyed it. I thought it was just fantastic. It was really well done and really well made. I personally really enjoy, this film. It's a good film of the 90s, so, as you know me, I like anything from, 80s, 90s, 2000s, etc. This is just a masterpiece. Like, I don't think there would be anything that I would change to make this film a lot better. This film is just perfect the way it is. So with that being said, I'll be seeing you guys all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoy this channel, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to when I upload. And as always, I will be seeing you all in the next video. Peace out, and like always, roll the outro because I'm out. What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video, and I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel, known as Miss Dark Shigo, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, please, stay pretty.